Front door slams, probably another angry fight. Co-worker caught cheating with his boss, only to get fired the following week. Gunshots ring out at the local park. Police chief shows us it's just the youth playing sports. Streets overrun with homeless camps, addicts shooting up in plain sight. Politicians demanding the rich pay for their policies that failed overnight. Racism and discrimination is all the news has to say, except that tomorrow is gonna be cloudy with a chance of rain. Tune out the news, walk out your door, turn the corner and walk a little more. What do you find there? What do you see? Why get involved when you don't have a dog in the fight? Why pick a fight when you don't hold a grudge? Why enter the arena when you don't have to? Why risk it all when there's everything to lose? It's never easy going against the flow. They'll call you a rebel for simply speaking your mind. You'll be labeled public enemy #1 because you dared to rock the boat. Popular opinion demands that you bend the knee and submit to the latest thing held sacred by modern society. But I was never one to really care for the opinions of others. I've always walked my own ways and spoken my mind without regret. I've always been one to ask questions that challenge the cause. I'll tell you a secret, so let's keep this between me and you. I used to be angry at the world, and in a way I still am. I didn't understand how the system worked, and I let my temper get the better of me more than I care to admit. I made my share of mistakes, so I know I will never live down. But I learned a little lesson that I hope I can pass on to you. Nothing really ever changes, because the punchline to that age-old joke is always the same. So stop bending the knee to some ideology that you don't believe in, and start asking why? Why get involved when you don't have a dog in the fight? Why pick a fight when you don't hold a grudge? Why enter the arena when you don't have to? Why risk it all when there's everything to lose? It's never easy going against the flow. To call you a rebel for simply speaking your mind. You'll be labeled public enemy #1 because you dared to rock the boat. Popular opinion demands that you bend the knee and submit to the latest thing held sacred by modern society. But I was never one to really care for the opinions of others. I've always walked my own ways and spoken my mind without regret. I've always been one to ask questions that challenge the cause. I live by a series of simple philosophies, nothing complicated at first glance, but deeper than an ocean once you dive in. Life's the greatest joke ever told, and it will kill you quicker than you can blink. So try to live without regrets. There's nothing in this world worth more than your own time, so bargain it away, well, because you will never get it back. You want equality of outcomes, you want to make the world better. I say you start at home, I say start cleaning your room, start calling your mother. How can you complete the labors of Hercules and needed to. Why get involved when you don't have a dog in the fight? Why pick a fight when you don't hold a grudge? Why enter the arena when you don't have to? Why risk it all when there's everything to lose? It's never easy going against the flow. They'll call you a rebel for simply speaking your mind. You'll be labeled public enemy #1 because you dared to rock the boat. Popular opinion demands that you bend the knee and submit to the latest thing held sacred by modern society. But I was never one to really care for the opinions of others. I've always walked my own ways and spoken my mind without regret. I've always been one to ask questions, the challenge to call. Why get involved when you don't have a dog in the fight? Why pick a fight when you don't hold a grudge? Why enter the arena when you don't have to? Why risk it all when there's everything to lose? Tune out the news, walk out your door, turn the corner and walk a little more. What do you find there? What do you see?
Osayo everyone, how y'all doing today? I am Crow, your entertainer for this broadcast, and welcome to today's episode of Space Engineers 2. Now let's get the music up. Tool sound effects are going to go down. Tools going to come up. UI maybe up a little bit to about right there. We had a crash, folks. This has been doing this since I basically started messing around with mods. Give me a minute, folks. We'll be right back to the game. Stop that, because it won't issue an error report. Close that out. Launch that. Loading the game up again. So how you been, chat? As I said, I am Crow, and I'm going to be your entertainer for this broadcast. And, I'm going to get rid of a few mods. So, as I do this, I would like you to know that... what do I want you to know? Well, I mainly want you to know I'm not one of those YouTubers that will ask you to like and subscribe and do the notification thingy, because I personally hate that. I will ask you to not like, not subscribe, and not do the notification thingy, and instead hit during any time during this episode to get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Close this out. To dislike the video for whatever reason, as long as you dislike something, whatever appears in this video, and leave a comment telling me why. You don't even have to do that. I don't even expect you to. No. Will that do it? Because I want the dragon statue. Oh, and I do have a Discord. Keep in mind, though, it's not meant for children. So, and it is a furry Discord, so... But you say, ooh, furries left wing. No, it's actually apolitical. I welcome everybody. As long as we can get along, okay? Loading, 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 loading. Yeah. And we crashed. I'm gonna have to get rid of a few more mods, folks. Stopping, playing. Actually, I'm afraid I may have to go modless. I may have to have a vanilla experience. Which is okay right now, but there's a few things I kind of want. Come on, why is it always with the choir thing? Why can't we have like a dirge coming through here? Why can't we have some like doom metal, doomcore, some doom metal? Fine, I'll get rid of you, and you. Happy. I'll even get rid of you. But yeah, as the title says, my brain feels like it's been eating Captain Crunch. Oh, I haven't had it in decades. Not since I found out I was actually allergic to Captain Crunch. Legion of Engineers. Yeah, I'd say we are Legion. For we are many. But actually, Legion was... Folks, we're going modless. For the love of... Because we're picking up where we left off. Stop. Yeah, stop stopping and start starting. It's enough to drive a person to drink. You were working perfectly last night when I tested you. What happened? A hot fix was issued today. That's what happened. So, no you, no you, no you, no you, no you. And, you know what, I'm even getting rid of the suit. But please do the flash reducer. I really need the flash reducer. Material. Why would you do material removal mode? You're just removing material and not getting anything for it. One, two, three. But yeah, why would you right click? I do not understand people who right click. You're wasting materials. Yeah, go down, you get more ore. No, you don't. Fine, we'll load personal and we'll get rid of all the mods. Because apparently that file's corrupted. My question is, when are they going to get animal life in here? Because these trees cannot have populated all by themselves and sustained themselves all by themselves. Folks, I am damn and determined to play today. You want to know what? I realized something. The new DLC, the new vertical slice is out, and I tested a new creation, a new quick start. So, oh, and there's classic survival. Let's try classic survival. All are willing to fight for it. Yeah, and I've actually deconstructed the green outpost for my own my own nefarious needs. See logs for details. It's not letting us, folks. And I refuse to check the logs. Do I have to lower my graphical settings? Because I will. Armor bevel, I want that. I want parallax. Okay, it's on medium. Let's just try survival.
"10,000 years. Everyone we know, every generation after them, will be gone by the time we arrive."
But we'll be at the Almagest system, colonizing across the stars, expanding humanity, building everyone's future.
We're the part of the final wave, Miro. Lost to leave, and not knowing what we are walking into.
We will face whatever comes together. The first wave of ships, the Napier, the Shanong, they laid the foundation. We will complete their legacy. We left Earth in 2093. Over 1,000 years into our journey, and the first time waking up to refuel felt like a short nap. Yvonne and I wake at each of the 10 refueling stops, harvesting Perez particles deposited from dying stars, programming the warp drive's next jump, and then going back to sleep until the next one. Everyone else is sleeping and dreaming of the Almagest system, our destination. Past the halfway mark, and the warp drive is as perfect as the day it was installed. We are on track to arrive exactly when we are supposed to.
I don't know. I have this feeling in my stomach that there's something waiting for us in the darkness.
I hope you're wrong, Yvonne.
There it is, Delphos, and Almagest shining in the distance.
I'm picking up something.
They're heading right for us.
We can't evade it. Brace for impact.
Damn, I knew it. We need to abandon ship.
Not an option. Some of them didn't make it.
You tried to save the ship, and look what it cost me.
43 cryopods breached. The rest are stable, but the ship is busted.
So we're dead.
No, Verger is in range of the escape pods. I can make planetfall, find resources, and help.
You mean leave me here, alone, in a crashed ship?
You are too injured to make the trip. The colonists need someone here to monitor them and keep things stable.
This is your fault. We could have made it out just fine if we'd left when I said so.
I'm sorry.
Fine. Go be the hero. Again.
I'll be as quick as I can, promise.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, automatically, we're switching up the, no, that's Mark 1, we're switching up to, that goes to 3, that to 2, and this to 1. Automatically, you think I'm gonna leave this shit here? You're crazy if I'm gonna leave this shit here. Construction components? Metal grids? Well, we're definitely not Miro. That was my biggest complaint, because that's actually the campaign, not survival. This actually feels like survival. Get your butt over here. Battery, take the battery. Hydrogen tank. Drill voxels. I'm a bit busy right now, thank you very much. I'm getting the choice bits. Conveyor straight. Give me that thruster. Steel plates. Your wall, nah. Crouching. Walking. GPSing. Yeah. My drop pod, which I do not want to see. Which we now have a data sheets. Well, slates. Engineer, author, awakening liaison, recipient. Yeah, it basically date 11 CE. How to move. W shift, roll, ascend, descend. Descend to C, huh? I always went with Alt. Oh well. Up and away! And I really like the new HUD. The new HUD. Some people like it, some people don't. And let me check to see if I'm... yeah, I am not muted. But, this is one thing I kind of complained about or suggested. I can't tell if tell my horizon, my speed, my altimeter. I still can't tell my altimeter, though. Seems I have discovered a flight. Open the build menu. Run the following instructions. Shows you blocks. Okay. Oops. Okay, toolbar. Place it on the toolbar. Drag the atmospheric thrusters. Keep hitting exit. Actually, I do thrusters, and that is and movement is on 7. Okay, place the thrusters on the ship with the nozzles going in reverse. Oh fudge. That may have what screwed me up last time. Because I really couldn't complete this step. Okay, nozzle in reverse. No, actually I want to do that right there. Gather resources. Gather the resources from scrapping the stuff around here. Because I just went ahead and ground everything down instead of following everything. I don't want to... So used to other games. Okay. G menu. Okay. Go away, fly. Move forward. Inertial dampeners. Somebody made an oopsie doodle with this one. I think it may have been me. May have been Blacktron, dude. Or a previous incarnation of him. Hiding the Asian cat. And actually the Grey Void. Okay. Make your way there. Okay, I think that's just about enough. To get me into trouble. Yeah, why does it still say I'm 600 meters off the surface when I'm actually not? Is that like 600 meters from sea level? Or from the center of the Earth? Center of the planet? Okay, from the rear here, I get the impression that this is like one big old flat thing. But it's not. I automatically want to hit turn off dampeners. I do like how I immediately just kind of come to a stop. Damn, I gotta get a different cockpit. Build one. There I go. But I gotta get a different command console too. There have been some boring action around here. This place must be rather boring. Hey, objective reached. Maybe a little back heavy. Okay, so basically what we are now doing... Oh, give me a minute to turn my fan around here. Despite being chilly, I just got stuffy. Okay, an engineer crash landed here previously and built a structure behind the outpost, colloquially referred to as the barn. In this contract, you need to do the following: locate the data pad left behind. Optionally, collect any material component left behind. Okay, and data pad 12. Contract terminal offers jobs to engineers to help with the colonization efforts across the Almagist system. Completing contracts can earn you monetary rewards and block unlocks to build more complex grids. Okay. I actually kind of like this trade kiosk. Okay, the trade terminal can be found in most stations. Items can be bought and sold here. Okie dokie. I kind of like how they're doing this. And I'm already being anal about my how my library's arranged. Awakening Liaison, recent arrivals, March 17th. Shit, I can't remember. Where would humanity be after these guys have been in cryo so long? My theory is they've already been here and gone. Or they've uploaded themselves and become the Reavers. Survival kit and medical bays can be used to recharge suits such as health, hydrogen, oxygen, and energy. They also can be set as respawn locations in case of the worst happens. There we go. We are now registered to this outpost. You want to know what I am right now? I am going to use this outpost as storage. Not grids, G. Oh, it's build anyways. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to move these back around. So all I really had to do was actually come here. Ooh, there's another one up here. Yeah, I don't have a thingamajigger. EN002. Ah, well, you stop doing that. I do like the look of them, though. Oh, I've got 2 of them. Sweet. I would actually like to build in this. But no, it can't. This is a safe zone. How do I know? It's shieldy. It's shieldy. It's a small safe zone, but it's a safe zone nonetheless. Yes, I'm walking over to it. What? It's only about 200 meters. Bitch, you could do that in about 0.5 seconds. Get over there. What are you, a Usain Bolt? Yeah, everybody knows you're probably juicing. Beautiful place. You want to know what? I think I could go for some peanut butter crunch. Problem is, it's from last I remember, it was made with real peanut butter, and I'm allergic to peanuts. Like deathly allergic to peanuts. This place looks like it's seen better days. It's a little bit worn out. For a data pad. Following in his footsteps. Well, they want me to bring everything over there, so. CF. Okay, C. Fagardi. Because I could say that another way, but people would. But a certain streaming platform would probably get upset with me. Welcome to the farm. Greetings, fellow engineers. I crash landed in this region and decided it would be the last. I would be the last one to do so without guidance. So I built the farm. You are standing in. Feel free to loot anything I left behind if you haven't already. Welcome to the farm. I'll see you amongst the stars. P.S. Make sure you put thrusters in all directions. Something I forgot to do and learned the hard way. Yeah, we all did. that everything around here, because we've got a power node, basically a battery, and a, these better just be painted. Okay. We got a solar, which... wall insert. Vents. Yeah, this needs a bit of repair. Inset wall pipes. Okay, cool. Basically, kind of like the power. I would actually put the power out. Well, we could do something about that. Return to the contract terminal. Bonk. Contract finished. Okay, I hope you found what the last engineer who landed here wrote useful. I'm glad to see that he survived. Iron, nickel, and silicon are the base of commonly used components and acquire the... Now I'm going to be driven to collect all these. Ships need the following cockpit. You actually don't need the gyros. Thrusters, you actually do need thrusters. And a power source, such as a solar panel, but... Okay, so base, acquire... So we need a nickel, silicon, and all that other good stuff. But we already got that. That. So... I'm not going to start unless it is like... No, it is like right there. I know a place to get silicon. It's not over there. But it may take a while if it actually is here, unless it's all like randomly generated. No. Wait, still too close. Ah, gold. That is actually important. Good to see gold here. Silicon. Silicon. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to start drilling from here. Or is there a better... Because that gold will be important. But is there a better area I can drill at? So I don't want to get too far from... Nickel. Beautiful countryside. Even kind of the red... We've got silicon, we've got gold, we got iron. Let's go on up. Okay, that's on. Copper. On. Copper. Mm-hmm. More on. More copper. Iron. Cobalt. Cobalt. Gold. Silicon. Silicon. I so desperately want to hit enter to do the GPS. Now I am going to go and refill. And I heal him a flop there. Probably local a hospital got the medvac. Go heal. Yeah, more or less, yeah. Give me a minute. You're never too old to try to look for the Helimaphilopter. Whoa, that's low. I'm feeling that. Kind of strange that this start is not the same as a my other one. So it kind of is randomly generated. The planetary features and the ore distribution. And so we diggy hole. Brackenstone. We're going to go through Cobalt, it seems. Oh, what say, Andrew? Yeah, what really got me to purchase and get into a SE2 was the textures. I was watching Splitsy's first episode, and the first 15 minutes of watching, I'm like, there is actual grass that I can actually define as grass. The rock I can actually see as rock. Oh, prepare for the next like 2 hours for me drilling out this mine shaft. Because I can be anal about my mine shafts. Yeah, the textures are great. There is a... If I can't walk smoothly... And people right-click. Can you imagine? Oops, I don't get my lights on. And I apologize if the sound is too low. It's right now I've got like a killer migraine. And if I had the sound on any louder, I wouldn't be able to play the game. Dude, iron, cobalt. Looks like we're going to be passing through or over some cobalt, so that's actually pretty good. But yeah, I apologize if y'all are going to get bored. I am very anal about my mine shafts. Because mainly I'm claustrophobic in real life, and also, I tend to make my mine shafts a bit traversable. Not necessarily realistic, as in a supporting them, but yeah, got some cobalt. Dude, we got cobalt. Cobalt this early in SE2? This early in Space Engineers? What the hell? Yeah, I know the feeling. It took me forever to upgrade my computer, and now it's dead, and I'm playing on a loaner. It is games like this that compel you to either get a new computer or upgrade or build your own. And right now, building your own is not very feasible. But I'm glad you dropped in. Seeing as we are basically just starting out in the new actually, I'm kind of testing out the new start, the new survival, the new oh great, there's a dip there. Testing out the new start of a where you're not exact. I don't think you're the main character, because I remember leaving feedback on the about the survival, the other survival not being survival. It's actually the campaign mode with you being Miro. This is where you end up not crash landing on the surface, but crash landing kind of inside a hillside. I was trying to get the old start going, but it just wouldn't start. Yeah. Boom, boom. I may have to turn that effect off. Okay. And for those of y'all that are curious, yes, I kind of do this in SE1. You get so many resources doing it this way. And people just right-click and go say, no, go deeper. No, don't go deeper to get the good stuff. You get stuff going through right here. And plus, you make it look nice. You are always in. Well, there's a cure for this. I'm gonna keep falling. We go into a dev mode, creative. F8. We are all the way back here, where we originally started out, and I hacked everything. Ooh, you can actually go up. Huh. Anyways, we're going zoomy. How do we zoomy? How do we increase speed? Oh, that's how we increase speed. Shift, scroll. And while my body is falling, this wasn't here in my personal. I come over here. Control space. And ta-da! Yeah, I do too. I lose so much time in these kind of games. That's why I have to limit myself. I could just dig and dig and dig. One of my goals is eventually dig so much that I kind of destroy Earth-like. Well, actually, my goal is to destroy Earth-like in SE1. Make a drilling machine that's large enough that will envelop SE1 and just drill it all out. Make a drilling machine in SE1 that's large enough to envelop Earth-like and just drill it all out. Probably never going to happen. Well, there goes that cobalt. Come on. Yeah, but you could actually lose so much time just drilling out a mine shaft. I probably spent 5 hours getting to gold last night. Gold. Just doing this. And getting so many resources. I don't... That's one of my pet peeves. Other SE players just right click and ignore all these free resources. So go deeper. The Rock has more resources. Yeah, but you're passing up free resources. Dirt's easier to process than stone, by the way. In SE1. What are you looking at, pup? We may have an encounter with a close encounter of the miniature Aussie kind. Just to let y'all know. She's over there looking at me. Like she's kind of wanting attention. She's kind of like debating, like, do I want to disturb him or... Do you want to come here? Do you want to come here, Cinnamon? Do you want to come here? Say hello to everybody? Do you want to come here? Do you want to come up? You want to come up and say hello? Say hello, everybody! How's you doing? She's a good girl. Yes, she's a good girl. Did you get the pets? Yes, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Well, folks, don't know how long we'll be here. When she wants pets, she wants pets. So how you doing, girlfriend, huh? Mm. No, that's everybody right there. Mm-hmm. Do you want to turn around? Well, I appreciate this subscription, Andrew. Yeah, I try to make my streams kind of chill, where you could just sit back and relax and basically kind of drift off to sleep too. Or if you've got a migraine or something, it's not that hard to listen to, except for maybe like Doom when I really want to start shooting things up. Yeah, that's a good girl. She's such a good girl. I'm sorry for the breaking video games, but it's puppy time. She rarely does this, but it's puppy time. You cannot ignore the puppy when the puppy wants the puppy time. Ooh, the belly rubs? Do you want the belly rubs? Yeah, do you want the belly rubs? Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Turn around here. No, there's nothing up there for you. You can get down if you want. No. Of course you knocked that down. Oh, folks, that was Cinnamon. The family miniature Australian Shepherd. Now I'm gonna save this. But yeah, I usually take these games slow. Because I actually want to enjoy the game. Do everything besides the main quests first. Like a la Skyrim. A la Oblivion. The fur babies do need the love. They're always there for you. Not the only ones that actually are there for you. Besides yourself. Which I will say, you're the only... I learned this the hard way. You're the only person you can depend on. So... I mean, truly depend on. That may seem weird, like if you really like people, but... Yeah, it may be a tough truth, but... The only person you can truly depend on is yourself, because well, I learned it because I live in the upstairs apartment with my parents. I actually kind of look after them. They're basically 60 plus. And there was a good, like, 2 weeks I was real bad off. Migraine, flu, and a not only just flu, but a stomach flu too. And parents can't come upstairs because of bad backs, bad knees. Only person that could actually take care of myself was myself. And oh, that was a horrible time. No, this needs to widen out. Bring, 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 bring. Oh, shut up. But yeah, for those that don't know, I can be a bit sarcastic. A bit mouthy. I love to talk. Moreover, I love to argue. I love to debate. I love details. I love technicalities. I love loopholes. Though technically there are no such thing as loopholes. Okay. Ooh, that's a rough transition. And I tend to be very literate, but I will warn you, as the Chiron up there says, do not trust anything I say, because I am also an unreliable narrator. I am a world builder, and I'm a world builder, I'm a storyteller. I have I'm not exactly published in the traditional sense. I write short stories. And I love employing the unreliable narrator trope. And everything I say should be taken with a healthy grain of salt. You should not believe everything you hear. Just because I say I live in southern Indiana does not actually mean I live in southern Indiana. Just because I live at location redacted does not mean I actually live at location redacted. Ah, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know how that feels. With my migraine, I suffer from chronic migraines. So, yeah, I know how it feels. Just like even losing one day throws me off of my streaming schedule. Like yesterday, it just threw me off. Because I've been doing this for what, like, seems like I tried calculating. It's like I've been doing this almost every day for 6 years now. Barring days I need to take some personal time off. Like for a doctor's appointments or a chronic migraine, or when my migraines are too bad, like yesterday. Well, at least the sparks aren't too bad right now. But I'm not pushing it either, and I'm not getting into the deeper rock. Now when I get the welder and grinder out, that's going to be horrible. But yeah, on top of me being a streamer, I'm also in kind of a what they're trying to pass off as an A. What some are trying to pass off as a quote-unquote digital artist. No, 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 no. Yes, it's digital art, but I'm an AI artist. AI. I take my ability for storytelling and I turn it into literal art using the platform night cafe. And I also have voyaged into songwriting, as you can listen to on my YouTube channel and on my Suno profile. My songs are all over the place, from space engineer inspired to some old cartoon theme songs and albums to some personal stuff that may or may not be based on real events and personal philosophies. Okay. It's just whatever I'm in the mood for, and right now I need a creative jolt because I'm at a dead end with a project I'm working on. I've been working on this project for decades, and now I'm just now starting to bring it into the visual medium. It's called Chronicles of Ashara. I co-own with an occasional person that appears in chat, Fleetfoot. You could see some of it. I posted on X and everything. Oh, you. May you never have a migraine again. My friend, may you never experience another migraine again in your entire life. May you only get mild tension headaches. I am seeing a professional neurologist for my migraines. I'm getting prescription Botox injections for my migraines. I recently had a CAT scan of my neck because my migraines are getting worse. And of course, they're chronic. I've had them ever since I was an infant, so... And I think I need to go unload now. My migraines are just hereditary. My grandfather had them. My mother has them. I think my grandmother had them. All on my mother's side. And the funny thing is, I have an abnormally high pain tolerance. A lot of doctors have noted that my pain tolerance is abnormally high. Let's just say, like, on a scale of a 1 to 10 and 8 for me, would usually probably make a lot of people unconscious from the pain. I can step on a Lego and just feel mild discomfort. We're talking that kind of pain tolerance here. Yeah, may you never have a migraine again for the rest of your life, Andrew. They are something I would never wish on anybody. For me, I just have to power through. They have caused me to develop a mentality of, it's not how I feel, it's what I can do. And I have gotten so tired of people saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. I just say, stop saying I'm sorry. Stop saying I'm sorry every time you make a loud bang. It's not helping anything. I don't want to feel the pity. I just want to get this over with. Whatever I'm doing. Let me flinch. Let me cringe. And we'll get along. We'll go along. We'll get along. And we'll continue on with what we're doing. Let me have my moment of pain. Stop. You may feel pity. I feel painful. Stop apologizing. It's not your fault. Stress migraines. Yep. Been there. I get stress migraines, heat migraines, activity migraines. But the mainly trigger for me is weather migraines, when the weather starts changing. But if I don't move around all that much, not so much migraine. Yeah, may you never experience another one. This needs to come down. This needs to come down. Hey, guess what? It happened again. Okay, that creative's still on. F8. Yeah, I don't understand why I'm gonna have to change that key. Maybe like to print screen. Yeah, they're not fun. You want to know the weird thing about my migraines are? I am prone to one of the rarest auras there are. For people that don't know, an aura, when it comes to a migraine, is basically a side effect It could be physical or mental. This is what I define it as. It's kind of like a disability that comes along, but it's mainly a side effect of a migraine. Besides the pain and all, there's the nausea aura. There's that part of the aura right there. I need to drill that out. There is the blurry vision aura. There's the tunnel vision aura. There's the ringing ears aura. There's like the painful skin aura. The numbness aura, like of the face and all. And then there is what is known as the language aura, where you lose the ability to speak. There is also which the ability to speak or language aura is an extremely rare, like only in the 1 percentile. I have that. I experience that language aura more than I like, and more than I want. More on top of that, I experience another type of language aura where I lose the ability to read. So yeah, it's fun. You don't know what. You have no idea how much you rely on the written language until you are not able to actually comprehend it. You do not know how much you rely on a spoken language until you lose the ability to speak it. You don't know how much you rely on something until it's missing. For those of y'all not of the Christian faith, forgive me for using this phrase, but we walk on faith. We walk by faith. If you want to take this literally, guarantee me the next... Can you guarantee me the next step you take when you get up, you're actually going to be able to land that step with 100% accuracy? Or are you going to be able to... Or will you actually fall? You don't know. Or when you get out of the chair, will you fall back down? You fall... Well, your legs kind of give out because you've been sitting there for about, like, the past 6 hours. You don't know. Come on. All this nickel, which will... I don't know, I may actually sell it. See if I got any leftovers. See, that's another thing with the economy overhauls with SE1, and now with economy actually being right off the start in SE2. Ooh, that's a deep trench. I'm gonna have to broaden this out. You could just sell your excess resources. Ooh, this is uneven as hell. There's still that spot. So I don't see a reason. I don't see a reason to right click. Yeah, that's one of my biggest peeve in SE 1 and 2. People just right click. Split C specifically. Thou shalt not right click. I don't mind the sudden drop as long as it's a smooth ride. Great, I got creative mode on. No wonder I'm not losing energy. And I got a question, why is the coffee always gone? Needs to be wider. I've been at this probably about an hour and 30 minutes. Well, actually, it took probably about an hour just to decide. Nah, I'm actually going to switch over to the new start. And I've probably been doing this for about an hour. Trying to get down to silicon. No, it's silicon. Well, I know there's a hole in the coffee cup, and I know it's a rather large hole, but it can't evaporate that quickly. Because coffee tends to have a peculiarity of cooling rather quickly. Even when on a warmer. But evaporating coffee, yeah, I'll accept that. Because I couldn't have drunken all of that. I know it's only like 10 ounces, but come on. Gonna need my second cup. Because I only drink 2 cups of coffee. That's about all I can stand, about 20 ounces. Actually, I can only stand about 16, but hey, it's coffee. So much nickel. That was probably a grid seam right there that you keep falling through. Because I would believe the way Keen is laying out the world is as with the voxels is through a grid system. Oh, that's another thing. I'm kind of a game developer. I'm working on my own video game projects, which not going so great at the moment. I've gone back kind of like the scrapped everything and gone back to the design phase, design concept phase, because I've realized, well, things aren't really working out the way I wanted it to, so I'm gonna have to rethink things. Ducka, 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 ducka. Come on. Yellow at 50% inventory full? Come on. Ew, that's a big chunk. I know the feeling. I'm not one for breakfast. But if I don't have my coffee... Well, some days I don't have coffee, but that's mainly because I am of the opinion if somebody invents a coffee, and if this may seem crass, but if somebody invents a coffee that doesn't cause you to go take a piss every 15 minutes, they would make a fortune. It would basically be the synthahol of coffee. If you're not familiar with synthahol, Star Trek TNG. Synthahol was basically a synthetic alcohol that you didn't get drunk from. You didn't feel being drunk, but you still basically got the hangover from the next day. Yeah, if somebody could invent coffee that wouldn't make you go piss every 15 minutes, I'm just lucky to have what they call a lawyer's bladder. I can hold off going to the bathroom for a long time. Is it healthy? I don't know, I've always been this way. Yeah, it's kind of in a way, coffee is a prescription of mine. Dude, more silicon. I suffer from gout, so my family doctor says drink coffee to help alleviate it, to help flush out the crystals, and my neurologist say, well, the caffeine in coffee will help with your migraines. Just don't drink too much because caffeine is known to cause headaches. But there's no chance of me drinking too much caffeine. Too much caffeine, strangely enough, puts me to sleep. And I've already screwed all this up. So, don't know why caffeine puts me to sleep. Oh, too much caffeine puts me to sleep. You'd think it'd make me hyper as hell, but it doesn't. It always has that way. My parents learned early on that if they wanted me to take a nap, just give me a whole lot of caffeine. Let's break open the ceiling a bit. This is getting a little bit claustrophobic in here. And folks, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark of I usually do my streams. We've got about 20 more minutes to go. And I'm not even done with this mine shaft. But that's the way it goes with Space Engineers. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Sometimes you get to where you get... Sometimes you don't go anywhere, and sometimes you get to where you want to go. And then, all of a sudden, Clang comes to call, and everything explodes. I kind of got a song about that. A Martian Fisherman, which I am in the process of remixing. Though my highest, when it comes to my Space Engineer music, is Clang Won't Let Me Go, which I am also in the process of remixing and extending a little bit. That's a little bit high. But yeah, music releases on YouTube are slow compared to Suno, because Suno is just one and done. Find one you like and publish, but on YouTube it's kind of, what do I actually want curated on my YouTube page, you know? 'Cause YouTube is a fickle mistress. You never know what's going to piss her off. Do 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 do. Get rid of this. I'm really liking how they took our advice about adding wind and turbulence and adding deep ores. Free scrap. Ooh, I'm gonna go check out that free scrap. Cause that's a new one over there. Yeah, I think that's enough drilling for right now. Because this is just nickel, 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 nickel. Let's go check out that free scrap while we still got time. Recharge power. Why am I not broadcasting? Because they don't have broadcasting features in yet. But yeah, free scrap. Pepsi, which I wouldn't mind a sponsorship from, but this is not a paid advertisement. Actually, my father drinks Pepsi, but I just drink whatever. I prefer Coke and RC. I just can't get over that. I just can't get off that taste of cocaine, which I believe they still actually use. Me and my father actually proposed that if Coca-Cola still uses cocaine in their recipe, which I don't see why they wouldn't. Oh, and this is protected too, it would seem. No, it's not. Oh, look at all this shit. Oh, look at all this crap. Batteries. Have hot swap power cells. Gyroscope needs allowed to rotate in all 6 directions. What about all 16 directions? There's actually more than 360 directions, you know. Cockpit, she's running. If conveyor to correct fuel sources can recharge suit stats. Central on every mobile grid. No, it's not! Splitsy, and the wrong way crew prove that thrusters are needed in all directions. Why all directions, especially on planets? Hydrogen thrusters need fuel sources. Now I want the grinding ability. As in, is this like a little player home? This is basically player home. Oh, folks. Question is, what's in here? Atmo thruster. Large Atmo thruster. What in here? Thruster and barrel, which has nothing in it. Turbine, thruster, call it what you will. It's all spare parts. Deliver here, barn. Ooh, and it's got a little pathway too. This is good. This is good. This is good. Thruster, turbine thruster. That's the same thing, in my opinion. Okay, got battery. Ooh, it's got timers and it's got timers. Sweet. Hey, look, there's relation station. Like any true engineer, it's all getting ground down. Question is, though, I do not own this, so it's all going to get ground down. This place is scrap. This place is free parts. This place is spare parts. And I do like the state, the deconstruction and the state of construction of these of SE2 compared to SE1. Quit of wasting the hydrogen. I know it's not wasting hydrogen, but to me, it's just wasting hydrogen. And you have the thrusters on like that. I know it doesn't do that in SE1, SE2, but in SE1, I just can't get over it because it does in SE1. Well, sleep well. Thanks for dropping by, Andrew. I very much appreciate it. And I, as a literal person, I really do appreciate you dropping by and choosing to spend your time watching my stream and interacting than, say, somewhere else. Because who am I? Just a little old monkey trying to entertain people. Just trying to make you drowsy. I'm trying to throw a few wisecracks out there and maybe work through a little life questions and kind of ask a few, try to go through like a Socrates' questions of wisdom. Like, why? Just why? Yeah, this place is scrap, since I can't build here. But yeah, you take care, Andrew. Very good chat today. I even like the sound. Kind of reminds me of Transformers. Let us go and create. So it's about 1 kilometer out. We could fix up the barn. we need silicon, which we will be doing probably next stream, if we do it on the by next stream I mean the next Space Engineers 2, because for those of y'all that don't know, I do not plan these streams ahead. It's just I pick the game basically minutes before I go live, if not like an hour before, to test to see a what no. As I was saying, to see if the game will run or whatever. But I am constantly on the lookout. I am constantly testing and playing video games to make sure they're safe for stream. So, and a lot of them aren't. Even the ones you think would be okay, they're not. And we got about 3 minutes, so really not much I can do in 3 minutes. Besides, like, transfer.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I see they have not changed Moreau's suit, lady. Because I'm transferring 1,000 and she's going inventory full. She's just disappointed in us because we haven't learned our lesson.
Inventory full.
I would like a large one, but I haven't learned that recipe yet.
Inventory full.
She is just so disappointed in us. Even Dave from what a Windows 98 sounded a lot more enthusiastic. Look, even Hal was more even Hal and Hal from Space Odyssey and Ash from Alien was more optimistic about our ability to have survival than Suit Lady is here in Space Engineers 2. But I will say it's basically time. It's quitting time. So put that down, and I will come over here, and I will change the inslates. Well, it's quitting time, folks. That means we're up at the 2-hour mark, and this is the end of the episode. Do what you normally do, because I know I will be. And until next time, why enter the arena if you don't have to? Catch on the bounce. Later!